You can't even tell that I turned that one off. If I wanted it to just be fast, I'd have bought a Challenger or a Charger. But I want to be able to put the whole family in here. I want to be able to road trip it. I want to be able to take it to church, to restaurants, to whatever, and to the track and perform. This is one of those things that makes it more livable, makes it more fun to drive, makes it more easy to exist in it and drive it around and do the things that I need to do on a daily basis with the family. All right, guys, so you know I love Hellcats. I've got the Durango Hellcat. I have a Trackhawk. The number one complaint that I have with both of them as far as livability is the interior lighting. It's trash, it's brown. It sucks when you're trying to find something in the car. It sucks when you're trying to buckle kids in. It sucks when they drop something. I've always hated it. I actually bought an expensive kit that was like 3 or 4 times the cost of this one. Auto One LED sent this over for me to check out. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Honestly, it's been a little daunting, which is the main reason that I haven't installed the expensive kit yet. And I wanna see how hard it is. It can't be that hard. So I'm gonna walk you guys through it step by step as I figure it out. And we're gonna check out these Auto One LEDs and see if they're worth the money. And we're gonna see if they make the Hellcat a little more livable as a daily driver. So one of the things that I wanna see is if this kit is actually good or if it's just cheap. And if it's cheap and it doesn't work and it doesn't last, I'll let you guys know. But let's go ahead and jump in. Right, so that's 2 rows of LEDs. That's good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't dump them out. Okay. All right, so it comes with a bunch of LEDs. It looks like they're all the same right off the rip. It says for use for map light, dome light, glove box light, door light, trunk light, license plate light, etc. So I guess we'll just go ahead and hop in the Durango and see what they replace. So, all right, so looks like there might be 2 in here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So that's 4. It says glove box light. Yeah, that would be 5. Let's see, at least 6, 7. Yeah, I see at least 7 right off the rip. I know there's 2 in the tailgate too. That'd be 8 and 9. These are the ones that frustrate me the most because they're the ones that I use and I see, and they suck, to be frank. All right, if you're gonna leave the doors open for any amount of time, like I have my doors open now, go ahead and go right down here and slide this dial all the way down, and that'll keep your lights off while you've got the doors open. So if you click it on at all, they'll come on. I'm gonna click it off, so I can leave the door open, but the lights stay off because these lights will get super hot. And if you're trying to replace them, reach up, pull them out, and they're hot, you're gonna burn yourself. Trust me, I've done it. All right, so I'm gonna be using this little interior pry tool. This was just a cheap kit that I bought for some other interior thing that I was doing. We're gonna put this up in here. If you don't have something like this, a very small flathead screwdriver will probably also work. There we go. All right, so you got 2 bulbs here. You got 1 here, and you got this kind of protected bulb here. So we won't be able to replace this guy, but we are gonna be replacing this T10 right here. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's not very hot, but I also cannot get it. I'm gonna grab a pair of needle nose pliers, and I will probably tape the end of them to protect it so that it's not metal on glass, and then see if I can get it out that way. All right, so I got the smallest needle nose that I have. They have a little curved end on them. You don't necessarily need something like this. I put a little Gorilla Tape on there so that it'll protect the end of it and hopefully not break the bulb. Ah, there we go. Woo, man. I tell you what, I really felt like that was gonna break. All right. All right, let's see. All right, it works. There we go. There. So when I open the door, it's going to be a mix, but this is much better. I like that. Some people won't like that bright light. I freaking love that. That's so much better. All right, so we've got one swapped out and one not. So here's the one we haven't done yet. And here is the new one. Golly. You guys can see even the auto white balance is struggling to keep these two dialed in. Even just there, you can already see what a difference that makes. So far, I gotta say, if you can change a light bulb, you can change these things out. You just need a little screwdriver or an interior trim tool, and these things are pretty easy. They might be a little stuck in there, but honestly, it's not nearly as hard as I thought it was gonna be. That is way better than stock. You can't even tell that I turned that one off. This is what it should have come with from the factory. I wish I'd have done this years ago in the Trackhawk. All right, let's go ahead and finish the install. Let's knock this one out real quick. Go. I'm wiggling this one this time, trying to loosen it up a little bit. There we go. That seemed to help, so maybe that's the technique. Get in there, wiggle it a little bit side to side to loosen it up in the socket, and then it'll pull out easier. That one definitely did. I always want to test it before I put it back together. There we go. All right, let's see what other bulbs we can replace. Got Footwell on both sides. That would be really cool to replace. I honestly don't even know where the Footwell lights are in here, so. They're behind this plastic piece here. Got two plastic interior like screws here. Get behind them close on the fabric like I am here, and then pull down gently so you don't tear the fabric. Looks like I can do it with just the one side down. Looks like I got a little bitty screw here. All right, so this is a 7mm. This whole video is just gonna be me throwing stuff around the car. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, it looks like it is the same bulb. Oh yeah, I think we're in business here. So this lid just popped out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I was able to just pull it out, so I didn't actually need to unscrew it. But in order to show you guys, I needed to, so. Oh yeah, nice. That is so much better. Oh, that's happy. That makes me happy. I just love being upside down under the dash. It's like my favorite thing. All right, now I'm gonna go around and do the same thing on the other side. Hopefully it's just as easy. Oh, there's no cover on mine on this side. It's already unbolted and everything. All right, well that's not ideal, but it makes it a lot easier for me. But it looks like it sits right here in the cover, and there should be a white cap on this. In my case, there's not. Thanks, whoever owned this before me. There we go, there's the old bulb. Now, the tricky part is I can't see the way it's supposed to be oriented. Test that, see if that even works. There we go. All right, cool. All right, unfortunately on these, you can't replace these lights. These are gonna stay orange like this, just like in the front. But there is a light here in the center so that when you open the doors or if you roll that dial up to turn on interior lights, that'll come on and it'll be super bright for you. So all we're gonna do is pry this guy off of here. Similar to the way we did in the front, we'll just be really careful prying that off. It's the same thing in the back on this guy. Just pry that off and replace that bulb in the center, and then we'll move on to the tailgate. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. I can't even tell you guys how happy this is making me. This is such a silly little simple thing, but it's always something I've hated in the Trackhawk, and I continue to hate it in the Durango. Let's test that real quick before we put the cover back on. Yep, there we go. And then it'll just be the same thing in the third row. I just love crawling around in the interior. You know what I forgot to bring back here with me? The new bulb. You know, I've honestly been dreading doing this in the Trackhawk for a while, and it's really not that bad. It's kind of annoying crawling around in here, but it's really even easier than I expected it to be. All right, so for the rear, you got one here and one here. So there's enough give on the panel here to get in behind it. I'm gonna try to pop these out. You can get in behind here and just pop the lens out, but it's really difficult to get the bulb to stick back in if you can't hold it from the back. So I'm gonna try to pop these out and then do it all while it's loose, put it together and put it back in there.
Don't you feel it in your bones? It shakes you to your core and it chills your soul. I got my flag held high without a stitch of white, singing about.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Probably won't be able to see it in this light, but I'll take a shot of it all the way in the garage so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, so now you guys can see how much better that looks with those bulbs. This is no flash on the camera. This is just actually what you see with the hatch open now. This is so much better. All right, so I left that one up there so you guys could see what it looks like from back here. I'm in the third row right now. I mean, look at this. Like, now I can actually see all the crumbs and trash in the car. On second thought, maybe you don't want to install these so you can't see all the trash and debris and crumbs and food that the kids left in the car. Ignorance is bliss. Look, this isn't about flexing lights. This isn't about, oh, my car's so cool because I've got these lights in it. This is about real world, daily driving, living in one of these high performance SUVs. It just makes me a little more happy, you know? It just makes me a little happier with the car. That's all, you know? That's what this whole thing's about. All right, guys, so it's been about 3 or 4 months since I installed these lights, and I wanted to make sure that they were livable and that I enjoyed them and that they worked the way that I thought they would, and I didn't have any issues with them before I made this final clip for the video. So after 3 months, with a surety, I can say that I love these lights. So glad that I did this mod. Super worth it. Haven't had any issues with them. None of them have gone out. They're all LED, so I wouldn't expect them to anyway, but you never know. So they work great. They make the car a lot more livable, a lot more functional, and yeah, I'm super happy with it. So if you'd like to get a set for yourself, use the promo code down below in the description. Otherwise, Auto One LED, thank you guys so much for sending these out. The rest of you guys, be smart when you're being dumb. God bless you guys, and keep coming back for more Fast World content. See you next time.